and Karachi. Interpol has issued a red notice for a fugitive Liari gangster, Wasiullah Lakho, who is reportedly hiding abroad and wanted by Karachi Police South Deputy Inspector General Syed Asad Raza told Dawn on Wednesday. A red notice is a request to law enforcement agencies by Interpol to locate and provisionally arrest a person pending extradition, surrender, or similar legal action. And Iran's foreign ministry spokesman Esmail Barkaei said on Wednesday that the Islamic Republic appreciated Pakistan's efforts to end the Middle East war, without commenting on a ceasefire extension announced by the United States. He expressed these views while answering reporters' questions, a statement by Iran's foreign ministry said, adding that Barkaei was asked about Pakistan's request to extend a ceasefire agreed between Tehran and Washington on April 8. And Netherlands-based cosmetics giant Rituals has confirmed a data breach affecting customers' personal information after hackers stole reams of data from its membership database. The company disclosed the breach on Wednesday, according to an email sent to customers that TechCrunch has viewed and verified.
That Apple's standard iPhone 18 is again rumored to miss the company's usual September launch schedule this year, according to a new leak from China. The report claims the device could instead launch next spring alongside the iPhone 18e. If accurate, Apple's September event would focus on the iPhone 18 Pro, iPhone 18 Pro Max, and a foldable model that has also been referred to as the iPhone Fold or iPhone Ultra. That Redmi has introduced the K-Pad 2 tablet alongside the K90 Max smartphone. Like the earlier model, the new device follows a compact tablet design while focusing on high-end performance. The Redmi K-Pad 2 features an 8.8-inch LCD with a resolution of 3008 by 1880 pixels.
And the Directorate General of Customs Valuation, Karachi, has issued revised customs values for the import of 62 brands of old and used mobile phones imported in commercial quantities without packing or accessories. The updated valuation applies to multiple models from major brands including Apple, Sharp, Samsung, Google Pixel and OnePlus.
That FIFA World Cup 2026 is approaching with only 50 days left until the final kickoff. With football's biggest showdown going to kickoff, the association has reopened ticket sales for all 104 matches. That Labyrinth broke away from Euphoria ahead of season 3 after his music had become a trademark of the show, and he finally revealed what reasons caused him to take the big measure and call the showrunners out on Instagram. The 37-year-old British singer, whose real name is Timothy Lee Mackenzie, launched a scathing attack against the show recently and announced his departure.
And the British monarch has received surprise honour for his lifelong commitment to the environment on Earth Day, days before his highly anticipated visit to the US. King Charles III has been rewarded a Green-Blue Peter badge for his decades-long dedication to environmental conservation and sustainability efforts. And Victoria Beckham opened up about how she and husband David Beckham lean on each other as they face challenges in the public eye. During an April 21 appearance on Today with Jenna and Chanel, the fashion designer reflected on the couple's resilience after a year marked by headlines about their strained relationship with eldest son Brooklyn Beckham. And Democratic Party Senate hopeful from Maine Graham Plattner has floated the idea to impeach sitting Supreme Court judges and the President of the United States, US Donald Trump, in an interview with NBC News. And Plattner has urged the Democratic Party to take a more aggressive approach against Trump and outlined his plan to remove the 2 conservative judges from the Supreme Court, impeach Trump and shut down the White House, and use subpoena against every high-profile person currently working for the government. And OpenAI has partnered with Infosys to integrate its artificial intelligence tools, including coding assistant Codex, into the Indian IT giant's Topaz AI platform. Infosys said the integration will be used to help its clients modernize software development, automate workflows, and deploy AI systems at scale. initially focusing software engineering, legacy modernization, and DevOps. And ARK Invest Venture Fund has made its first ever lead investment in an early stage startup called Lucra, firm founder Kathy Woods told TechCrunch. We feel pretty excited about it, Woods, pictured above, said in the recent interview regarding the investment in the startup.
That SWE Northern Gas Pipelines Limited, PSX SNGP, has issued an official clarification after the Lahore High Court delivered a favourable ruling in a long-running cost equalisation adjustment CEA tax case, that, assuring investors that the verdict carries no financial consequences for the company. The clarification came after media reports highlighted the court decision, that prompting the company to explain that the dispute stemmed from an old tax claim related to CEA payments previously made to SWE Southern Gas Company Limited.
And 2 Pakistani astronauts have been selected as candidates for China's manned space program in a major milestone for the country's space ambitions. According to reports, the 2 candidates, Mohammad Zishan Ali and Khurram Daud, will travel to China for training under a joint human spaceflight initiative. One of them is expected to eventually fly as a payload specialist, becoming the first foreign astronaut to visit China's space station. And Redmi has introduced the K90 Max, its latest performance-focused smartphone in the K series, complete with all sorts of gaming features. The device combines a flagship MediaTek chipset, an active cooling system, a high refresh rate AMOLED display, and a large silicon carbon battery with fast charging. And Anne Hathaway is ready to wear her crown again as Queen Mia of Genovia. The Oscar-winning actress has given a major update on Princess Diaries 3 in a new interview with Entertainment Weekly, confirming that a new installment is actively in the works 22 years after Princess Diaries 2. And a South Korean fighter pilot has been ordered to pay 88 million won, 59,200, in damages over a 2021 mid-air collision he caused by trying to get photos and videos of himself flying, an official report said on Wednesday. The pilot, whose identity was withheld, wanted to capture footage of his last sortie before reassignment, according to the report by the Board of Audit and Inspection. And Turkey's leading investment holding company Koç Holding's home appliances subsidiary Beko has announced a $20 million investment in Dorlance's refrigerator manufacturing infrastructure, and marking a significant step in enhancing the company's production capabilities. The ceremony saw the attendance of senior leadership from Koç Holding and Beko, and flagship of Koç Group in the consumer durables industry, and the parent company of Dorlance, including Polat Şen, the president of Consumer Durables Group at Koç Holding, Zafer Üstüner, the chief commercial officer for Asia and Russia and Sub-Saharan Africa at Beko, Barış Alparslan, the chief financial officer CFO at Beko. The inauguration underscores Koç Group's continued commitment to advancing industrial capability and long-term investment in Pakistan. Islamabad, amid public outcry over expensive power and excessive load shedding, and the government on Wednesday announced that it had unearthed expensive power purchases by distribution companies, DISCOs, outside the national grid at exorbitant rates in violation of the Economic Merit Order. And according to an official statement, the DISCOs were purchasing electricity from small power producers, SPPs, and captive power plants, CPPs, through bilateral contracts at higher rates than the national tariff, and bypassing the national grid and the independent system and market operator ISM. And Amazon Music said today that it is partnering with live event listing platform Bandsintown to bring concert listings to its music streaming service. Through a Bandsintown for Artists integration, users will be able to find live shows on the artists' profile pages on Amazon Music. They can also click on the buy ticket buttons to purchase tickets on Bandsintown. Artists will need to link their Amazon Music profile for the first time on Bandsintown for event sync to begin.
That social network X has made it more expensive to post links through its API. The change is designed to thwart spam and vectors of misuse, the company said. The new pricing increased costs from $0 to 20 last week. The X developer account posted changes to its API rates. The two most notable hikes were an increase in link posting price and an increase in posting price, which went up from 0.1 to 15 cents per post.
And more than half of the world's governments have access to commercial spyware that can break into computers and phones to steal sensitive information, according to UK intelligence. The UK and National Cybersecurity Centre plans to reveal its findings Wednesday, according to Politico. The report suggests that the barrier to access these types of surveillance technology has fallen, and potentially making it easier for foreign governments and hackers to target UK citizens, companies, and critical infrastructure with spyware. And Google has introduced new touch-up tools in the Google Photos image editor, adding more ways for users to make small changes to faces in photos. The new tools let users refine skin texture, remove blemishes, brighten eyes, and whiten teeth through what Google describes as subtle enhancements. And the Pakistan Airports Authority, PAA, is moving ahead with plans to install modern air traffic control systems at Karachi and Lahore airports after key approval for the project. According to PAA, the upgrade will enhance the safety and efficiency of flight operations at the two major airports. And Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has directed authorities to accelerate ongoing efforts to promote electric vehicles across Pakistan, highlighting their role in reducing the country's fuel import burden. The directive came during a high-level meeting chaired by the Prime Minister to review progress on nationwide EV adoption. Officials briefed the meeting on current initiatives aimed at expanding electric mobility across the country. And the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government held a provincial assembly session at Imran Khan Cricket Stadium in Peshawar. The session began at 3 p.m, marking what officials described as an unprecedented step in the history of the provincial assembly. And Hyderabad Kingsmen won the toss and elected to bowl first against Multan Sultans in the 33rd match of the Pakistan Super League PSL 11 at Karachi's National Bank on Wednesday. Mars Sadakat, Marnus Labuschagne C, Usman Khan, Sai Mayub, Kusal Pereira, Glenn Maxwell, Irfan Niazi, Hassan Khan, Hunain Shah, Muhammad Ali and Akif Javed. And Toronto Fire Services started hosing down a massive ice sculpture installed by rapper Drake early Wednesday morning, April 22. The move was pulled after fans took extreme measures to uncover the Canadian rapper's highly awaited Iceman album release date. And NASA unveiled a new telescope on Tuesday to scan vast swathes of the universe for planets outside our solar system and probe the mysteries of dark matter and dark energy. The Roman Space Telescope is expected to discover tens of thousands of planets, possibly offering clarity about how many could be out there.